my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
53 for Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Block one.
You can't block me. That's
Hey, echo.
Okay, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue Dan.
Ready, check.
Brees now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Check 15. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
14. Go.
From the gun, it's Brees. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 180.
Right there. 56. Watch the run. Back.
Hey, alert.
Check out.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One of the big questions in the lead-up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, pop back into place, and he wants to give it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. 35 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 56.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The game ready? 5-8. 36. Take me out. 5-9. Check 26. Check on the west. Watch out. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Stop your whining. Check. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Push him back.
12.
Watch twist. Watch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
21. Like 80.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Breeze. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
56.
Hey, gun.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
21.
Check. Slam.
On third down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a give right side, Coleman. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Go.
I got you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go. Buzz. Hey, easy. Mike's 56. Y'all not ready. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Kill. 56.
Here's Breeze. His throw incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Bridgewater to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Chance. Hey, alert. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. Line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Over. Check.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On play action, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. Ready. 11.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Check, nickel. Check. Lucky. Go. I got motion there. Me. I got this.
On the ground, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ginn has it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Out Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 3.
Second and 6.
No.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check 99. Check 99. Over. Sammy.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56. You're good. That's 4. Ready. Here we go. Tonight.
On play action. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on now, come on now.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Here's Coleman. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 32-yard line.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
65, 65.
Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll have another first down and more. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180!
I'm scared.
65, 65.
On first down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 6!
Mike 51.
Bravo!
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 51, Mike.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Trump. 53's the mic. 53. Bring it. Bring it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. You better bring it.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Boom, boom. Double up. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
56 to Mike. 56. Check 56. Check.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 51 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Lutz good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The 20! And he's taken down, but not before. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Safety's creeping.
Now a give, right side. It's Coleman, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Gibbs got it. And some room to roam now. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, box truck. 56. Mike's 56. 56 to Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as he...
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it. Rep for your bro. For your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead. Trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose. Ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can and do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Lock! Here I come again. Here I come again. 21. Check 43. Get hot.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Coleman. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 24 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. It's Coleman. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Wait.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Coleman now. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
11.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Saints will have the football back. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the 49ers first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch the before. I got you. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80! 3 bucks. Spot! 11. No.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
11. 25. Check 25.
This is Breida. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
53's the mic. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53's the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
That's a takeaway.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Wait, the brain spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off. It like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is
no game, okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same, okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, son.
6 by 56. Top lady.
On first down, Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta.
Now Darnold. Looking deep for Demarius. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. But he will have a man, Demarius Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt. On second down, it's Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got nothing.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 1st down, Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown. Out here in this first half, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Lady. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, Echo.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Darnold completes it, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Darnold from the red zone now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. We're coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl predictions. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction.
Watch the eye. You go tight. You got tight right there. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hey, orbit. 58.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. 21. Tighten up. 12. Recon, 132 fighter. Set hunt.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run with Breida, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
X3, 218, chopper. Kill.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, gun.
58.
Now it's Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
White.
Here's Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here we go. 1, Omaha.
Now a give to Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coleman. He finds some open field here. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman